I wrote these songs.
Hello and welcome back to the I Wrote These Songs project, and today's song is called A Vampire's Love Song, which I wrote in 2010. Okay, this is the big teenage hyperfixation that I've got to talk about. This involves a piece of media and general fictional universe that impacted me so greatly as a teenager and has kind of changed my life in that way. So in 2009, I was shown a film called Interview with the Vampire, starring Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt as two vampires in Louisiana, and it was very homoerotic, but at the time I was all over vampires. I watched it with my friends one evening, and little did I know that I became obsessed with the film Interview with the Vampire. I later found out that it was based on a book originally written by Anne Rice, and so I had to go and read that book and absolutely devour it. I then later find out that it is part of a whole series called The Vampire Chronicles, and so I would have to read all of those books as well. But the main thing that I was thrilled to find out existed is that in 2006, there was a musical called Lestat. I held off talking about this musical and my love for it in the Tenor Project. I will try and keep it short, but all you need to know is this was my favourite musical when I was a teenager, but it basically inspired the way I write musical theatre today. Thanks, Elton John! I fell so in love with the music for this show. And the whole time I was finding out about this show, I was thinking, why is there no cast recording? Why isn't this show talked about more? And I realised the reason for that is because Lestat is one of those notorious Broadway flops and is sometimes considered one of the worst Broadway shows ever made. It's a bad show. It's got bad songs. The adaptation is bad. But when you're 15 and you are so in love with any iteration of this fictional world that you've discovered, you do not care about the hate. You love that shit unconditionally. I can't hate Lestat. I know that it's a terrible adaptation. I know that the songs are all very samey. I know that the lyrics are so cringe. And goddamn, I just cannot bring myself to hate it and be embarrassed by it. I do still deeply, deeply love this show. Again, because it inspired me so much in my own songwriting. Which leads me to today's song, which is A Vampire's Love Song. And it is basically my attempt at writing that melodramatic, gothic musical theatre ballad. Of course, it has to be sung by a vampire. What I originally wrote as a description for this song is it's about a vampire in love with a mortal girl and he's toying over whether he should go with his head or his heart. And it's all very mopey and dramatic and woe is me, because that's what the majority of the songs in Lestat sound like, and it's what made me fall in love with the show in the first place, and I just wanted to create my own version of it. Vocally, I was trying to emulate Drew Sarich. I talked about Drew Sarich's insane voice in the Tenor Project, but what I didn't really get round to saying was that I was first introduced to Drew Sarich as Armand in the Lestat musical. When I originally wrote A Vampire's Love Song, I was channeling that Drew Sarich type of tone and the range as well. That's why it goes stupidly high for no reason in the second chorus. So the worst lyric of this song: it's a choice between my angel so divine, that truth has been misled, or my heart has to concede that reciprocation's what I need. I swallowed a thesaurus for this one. But in my defence, Bernie Taupin's lyrics in Lestat are very flowery and over the top. This won't be the last time you hear about vampires in this project. Here you go, make of it what you will, and I'll see you for the next one. They say the blood flows to your head, but for me that truth has been misled. It's something more, and somehow I'm sure it's love that flows instead. The feeling's been here for a while, and I'm certain I'd be in denial if I sat alone. My heart wasn't prone to swoon with every smile. So all this time I've been entranced, without a single thought of romance. So after all this time, I wanna make her mine, but I don't know which road I'm taking, and I don't know what choice I'm making. She's been a victim since I met her. Falling in love won't make it better, but when I look into her glorious eyes, that's when I'll come to realize that love's too great to override. Let me be her guide and stay by her side. Her side. Finding true love can take you years, or so everybody hears. But I found mine in just a matter of time. No pain, no doubts, no fears. And I know my heart has to concede that reciprocation's what I need. But just wait and see, I hope she'll give it to me. I'm destined to succeed. So if you hear me, be my love. Now you're the only one I dream of, my angel so divine. I wanna make you mine. So tell me now which road I'm taking, and tell me now what choice I'm making. You will no longer be forsaken, 'cause it won't be your heart that's breaking. But when I listen to your wondrous voice, I realize I have no choice. My love's too great to override. Let me be your guide and stay by your side. Your side.